Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Carolina Panthers. Of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run,
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the security point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority one.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Darling. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Malik Neighbors with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
34-yard line.
A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Murray. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Kayvon Thibodeau. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Murray. And they're going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Back to throw, Darnold. A short one there, caught by Likely. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And all the way down to the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Malik Neighbors. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
To throw is Murray. This goes out wide for Mixon.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the gun again to Henderson.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Murray changing the play.
Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Well, there was a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Second down in the yard. Give left side for Pierce.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Brooks. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 68 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there.
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches. At the 4-yard line.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. Isaiah Likely.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0.
Panthers nothing. Will Lutz.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Murray now. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Second and 6.
Play action. Now it's Murray.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Pierce gets this one running right. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Damian Pierce, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions continue to pull away here in this first half.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the Panthers.
Now it's Darnold.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Well, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Evans has it left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Murray. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Murray to air it out again.
Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now.
They'll set up the screen here to mix him.
On the move past the 40.
And finally down at the 32-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Murray now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Abdul Carter
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Murray off play action.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And they move this all the way down to the 9th. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Murray going to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Henderson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Trevion Henderson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And how about that for just running out the clock? And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to go up top again. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Darnold now to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete as well.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And here's Gillett, and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap, but either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach, and now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one finds McConkey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. We're coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Darnold from the gun. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
A Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Tyrell Dotson there on the tackle. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, Paul? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Buzz.
They run the toss with Henderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Campbell brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
That's one.
Here's Murray. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Result of the play is a turnover.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, this offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hand off right side to Pierce.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Running the ball served them well all game long, and there's another example as they pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Brooks here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll try the air now with Darnold.
Complete to Likely.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
2nd down and 6 now.
To throw is Darnold. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Lad McConkey
From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Big ace, big ace. 2-2. Big ace, big ace. 2-2.
To throw is Murray.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Hey.
Now Murray.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line.
That's good for a Panthers 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Murray now. And now here's has another interception. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And this will wind up the Lions first down as it gets us up past the 30 to the 32. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 114 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding on. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Lions
Up the middle, it's Williams. Antonio Johnson makes the stop.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Give to Pierce. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Running the toss to Brooks here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Once again, it's Brooks. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
Will Lutz on for the field goal.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Hold on. Two.
To throw, it's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Jack Campbell with a pick. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 73 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's good for a Lions first down. First and goal.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Wants to try to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing now is Murray. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Henderson going to run for it. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a first down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
A give for Henderson running to the right. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Lions, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.